Trying to get up, see.
All right, everybody, and welcome live to the Sim Racing Media Reviews of Need for Speed Unbound. I've been so super excited about this game, and I tell you, I got a lot of really fun people in here with me. First off, let's start with the man, Frank. Frank, what's up, brother?
Not much. What's going on, bud?
Oh, nothing. About to enjoy some games, some old-fashioned good racing. Liam is also in with us. Liam, how are you?
Not too bad. How we doing, man?
Ah, so stoked. I'm just going to keep saying the same thing over again. I'm so freaking stoked on this game, and to have you guys talk so much shit behind me that I can't even believe it. So it's going to be fun. Mike, next guy in the booth.
What's going on, man?
Nothing. What's going on with you?
Blast. Can't wait to see how fast you get caught, or if you can avoid them now.
Yeah, it's fun. You know, I will say I've played a little bit of it to kind of get you guys further on as we continue the game. So you will see different stages of the game. But finally, Tony, you've been watching it before we started here. So first, what's up? And then kind of give just real quick your first impressions of what you've seen and then what these guys should look forward to as we watch Need for Speed Unbound.
I'm kind of surprised I'm the only one that hasn't pointed out that you're not streaming anything over Discord right now because you minimized Discord. But yeah.
See, I was waiting for somebody to say that, and I'm glad, Tony, you had the right words to push to him, because
I didn't minimize Discord. I had the game minimized. You jerks.
Anyways, from what I've seen
we
so
gotta
far,
see it.
I like some of the graphics, and I'm not a fan of other parts of the graphics when I first saw them, but they're starting to grow on me the more I watch.
Yeah, and we'll get into that when we go, because I know exactly what you're talking about. Same thing happened to me, so let's go ahead and get right into it. Again, watch the chat. Somebody else is going to be watching the chat. We're going to pick a character to customize here.
I love her hair.
Her hair's pretty dope. We got the BMW
I like
hat.
his shirt. That looks like a Dragon Ball Z character.
Oh, facts. We'll get back to that.
That looks like a USC player.
So I hate to admit,
MGK wanted to be.
He's an F boy.
Definitely Jersey Shore.
Yeah, he's an F boy. I did choose him my first go around.
That looks like a person.
That looks like Tony. That's Tony. Oh, Aaron Carter, too soon.
Really.
Wow, way too soon.
Wow.
Yeah, I've got a friend
Who
at
that
my
man?
house.
Who that man?
Boo him. I got a friend over here. He's watching me hang out with you guys. I'm doing some race and stuff like that, but obviously the main focus here is Need for Speed, and we're going with Ginger Snap with the bowl cut. Not quite Ginger, but...
So I will say...
Late 80s, early 90s skate.
I don't know if anybody here has watched the movie Brink.
We're not gonna change a thing because we're not gonna be here. Actually, yeah, he is gonna wear the too small jacket. Why not?
That's Android 17.
Tony and Mike, you guys, I was so happy. Do you remember these shoes?
Yes.
These are literally the shoes that I own. So I wanted to get that out there. No one gives a crap, but it was just really cool. Anyways.
You can't go wrong with the classic set of bands. Yeah, you can't go wrong with a classic set of bands.
500. Everybody else, come join me.
Pick a junker to restore.
So we've got.
Lambo. Lambo.
Okay, goddamn, chill out. All right, Dodge Charger 69, which is what I picked the first go around. And whatever you pick, that's what she. Well, you know what? We're not gonna get into that. We're not gonna get too crazy. The Kutentak, the 88, but we also have the K.
I've never been a fan of the Sylvia.
That's a 240SX. You can't change my mind. I had one. So what are we? Any votes for the Charger? Moving on. Kutentak.
Yeah.
Go with the Charger. Charger. Oh, Go with the Countach.
Better late than pregnant. Holy shit.
Jeez Louise. All right, Countach. We're going with the Countach. And all right.
Silver.
So this is the first part of it. It's kind of like a tutorial more than anything. It puts you in the game, and you guys will see. I might skip some of the cutscenes, but I really like the way it gets you involved and how long it takes, like how it introduces you to the game. Frank, what's your favorite Need for Speed game?
I vote that you use the charger.
Oh, thanks, Frank.
Too late for that. What's your favorite? What's your favorite Need for Speed game?
I haven't. I haven't really played too much of the Need for Speed series. I would have to say Hot Pursuit.
Even as
Hot
like as a 12-year-old.
Tell you what, Frank.
I never really was into that. I never really was into it all that much.
If you didn't have an answer, Hot Pursuit is what I was gonna give you. So.
I would say if
Great
either
game.
Hot Pursuit or Underground 2 would probably be.
This is so much like Underground 2. It's crazy.
Underground 2 is my absolute favorite. I mean, the customization was amazing. I mean, everything was amazing on that. The drivability of those cars, customization. I mean, you could do everything from neon, nitrous.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. Let me make sure my audio's right. I haven't even checked my freaking mic. Oh yeah, we're good. We're straight. All right. Yeah, this is so much like Need for Speed. It's like Pro Street and Underground 2 had a baby.
I love these comic book spots where it's like you get up into that boost and you gotta like almost like a wham or a bam like a comic does.
Yeah, and I saw that in the commercial in here, and I was like, oh, that's so stupid. Like, I can't believe they're doing
those
that.
Smoke clouds, that is straight up comic book. I mean,
But
I know we're sim racing media, we like to see the simulation be realistic. Man, that's a lot of fun right there.
Let me just say that I love the way these cars are rendered. Some of the most realistic rendering I've seen in any sim, game, whatever you want to refer to these as.
Yeah, and I think that's
except for the comic book stuff.
And I think that was a smart decision by them, because it seems like they use that because I thought you could turn it off, but you can't. You can make it more realistic, but it saves so much graphics to not have to do like anything realistic. Like they're saying, yeah, our cars are realistic, everything is gonna be realistic looking, but this isn't. Like this part of it's not. Like we don't have to render smoke, they don't have to render any of that because they put all the cool stuff in there.
Right.
All right, here we go.
Look at that! Lakeshore Street Racing community on display.
Time to play.
Finally, we're off the bench in the game.
Oh my god, there goes Liam.
What? Here.
It's me.
Our baby is holding her own.
Do you think we'd ever do this? On the sidelines of the meet us, watching all these races.
I always dreamed, but here now, weaving through the streets.
So like I had to turn the one thing I did have to do was I had to turn the camera down, the camera shake, because that was crazy. It gets a little crazy sometimes with it, but I got used to it.
So it's something we'll experience later.
Yeah. Because right now, like, I love it and I hate it. It starts off giving you like some bad freaking cars, like bad A cars, like the Countach, the Sylvia. When you drive it, it's all ragged out. The Charger, which me and Tony messed with a little bit earlier, gets pretty nasty.
Put the garage on the map.
So if you are watching, be sure to hit that like button. If you have any questions about the game, let us know. Gotta do it.
Hey.
Oh, and here's another thing. The cops aren't stupid.
Yeah, they
We
are.
like that.
No, I don't know if you watched with me and Mike.
Initially, they are.
Yeah, these level 1, these little chargers, they're pretty easy to beat.
Damn, we got some cops out.
I mean, you can even just like hit them out of the way.
Dogs on some real criminals.
They're fast.
Lose the cops at the bridge, quick.
It is also a really funny like social commentary that we're like, oh, it's the cops' problem. We're running through and hitting a bunch of people. Why don't they just let us be dangerous? Like we're skateboarders instead of driving at 140 miles an hour on the wrong way.
Who knew you had them?
Yeah, pretty much.
Nice driving. Seriously.
Nice. Mechanicking. Seriously.
Lake ain't ready for this. Their words.
Whose words?
Street racing community. You're making a splash.
What? Already?
Didn't take long for the lake to notice.
Coming up to the bridge.
Hit the gas.
Shit, yes. I don't know about this.
How else would
Here
you
we
do
go.
this?
Yee!
Holy cow!
God damn, how real is this? I know them all gonna be feeling this. East Coast, Well, how
I mean,
That's
I'm
gonna be a
liking the layout
copyright
of some of the
claim.
maps, too.
Yeah, and we can really say whatever we want right now because it's gonna get copyright claimed, but
Yeah, but I'm liking the layout of some of the maps. The only thing that kind of winds me up is the fact that it appears to be Seattle with as much rain as is in here.
there is a lot of rain. It's weird. So, anyways, you're in this you're in this like garage right now. Rydell's rides. He's got a bunch of stuff all over the place. You can read it, but we're both like, they almost tried too hard on the backstory. Like you both came out of the
Lambo.
but it's a Countach. I feel like it should be.
Yeah, it's a Lamborghini Countach.
Should I do it?
You go ahead, do
No,
it.
I'm not
Just
going to. No, I want to though. That's okay.
You're already halfway there.
I was. Stan says
he almost put a CNX Tuesday on the car.
he does look like that though. Look at him.
What customer?
His mouth is like
Complete
permanently
chat.
like that. All right, let's get out of here. So the screen is, it's really, right now there's not much you can do in the beginning, but you basically drive to these meetups and you have to buy in versus like the reward system, which sometimes it's kind of nonsensical, which you'll see it the way like you'll buy in for 3,000, it'll be like 6,000 total.
Hey kid, what's happening out there?
We're just heading out, so, not much.
Hey, Rydell. No one
But it does look absolutely gorgeous.
I said no heights.
It's almost like the
Assholes.
Countach is not great for looking.
Just
because it's so old.
Hey,
She's joking. You're joking, right, Yaz?
Sure.
But it's just straight arcade. Like everything,
First meetup is racers. You ready?
Just be cool, alright?
everything is like
There'll be some big players
destructible. Like you earn,
Alright. I mean, good enough, right?
earn NOS just like everything else. Like-
needs to look the part. Racing ain't just about winning.
Just hope we don't disappoint.
Just hang with your girl. I know what's up.
I love how they detuned this car.
I don't know. It's pretty fast. I don't think it was 180.
Whoa.
No, that thing would do 200 back in the day.
It'll do 200 now. It's also a video. Like it's pretty far from reality on a lot of this stuff. what was it, Tony? That like my 79 Firebird had fuel injectors.
Yeah, and an engine control module. Like what? I'm sorry. Stock that thing was carbureted.
Oh shit.
What?
I'm feeling the pressure.
Strap in.
Welcome to Lakeshore. You have to be this tall to ride.
And it also like tries to
I'm doing this.
let you decide if you want to do like the drifting
Keep up with them.
or if you want to stick with like the grippiness. You can like change your car's handling that way. Nothing crazy. And there's a cop.
Not long till I pass you.
I just want to say, very good. I was on the phone and laughing hysterically with your license plate mishap there.
Just playing.
It was, yeah, I wanted it real bad, Frank.
Been a long time coming.
I know you
Just
did.
because it's a Kutentalk, that's the only reason.
That's what I'm talking about.
I don't know what everybody was laughing at. Like they brought back gas stations, so you can go through and get some like free boost.
Nah, I ain't about to let you win this.
It looks pretty, I'll say that.
It's pretty it's gorgeous. And it just feels like Need for Speed. It's not like it's trying too hard where you gotta like go through all the menus and do all the craziness.
Belong to you.
It's very much like Need for Speed Underground 2, where you kind of you're told what to do and you go out and freaking just race. The heat system's really cool. I'll get into that. Like every race you do earns you a little bit of heat, and like the higher it goes, the more aggressive and different kind of cops come out.
That meetup felt
So it works in day-night cycles.
style, you know?
You wouldn't know style if it fell out of the sky.
Please, I'm only letting you drive this thing because you needed something to do.
What are you talking about? I have lots to do. Posing on the hood, looking
It is
cool.
super cringe.
I'm
Like
telling
the-
you, when I'm running those
See
meetups,
this.
they'll be epic.
When you're running meetups.
I'm not gonna be in that garage forever, you know. This girl's got ambition. You feel me?
Ambition to finally get some style.
I always have a plan.
Oh, I
But it's like a
broke out
day-night cycle, so you go out during the day to kind of like get some cheap races out of the way, and then you can go back. Then it goes to night, and at night, that's when you do all the crazy races. The heat that you gathered during the day kind of comes back.
Car's looking good. The driving ain't bad either.
You two make a winning team. Speaking of winning,
Different things you can do, different body
I got a
kits.
client wants one of them back tomorrow. Looking for that.
That's
You can
pretty
turn
nice.
it. Oh, you go back. You can turn a Countach into a Murphy race car. Yep. Apparently you can.
Yeah, it's fun. Also, you can like. First of all, let's drop this thing, and then. I can Honda this mug out. Look at that. Oh yeah. I only want to use 80% of the tire.
80, dude. You like 20.
Not gonna lie though, I do give it a little bit, little baby camber. All right. Different things. Paint is usually pretty good. I got a thing for purple, but that does not gonna work with those rims.
Now that actually looks sharp with the gold rims.
Different materials are all available like from the get-go. Depending on how crazy you want to go. You can also go through and change like all the colors. It's pretty cool, and then like everybody, you can go on to see what the people in the community have done on the different ones. Like all your anime fantasies, there's got to be here. So yeah, it's pretty cool. Do we have any questions on YouTube or anything?
Mike Self popped in, and he saying the same thing I have. It's Countach, not Countach.
Countach.
What did he call me?
It's called Countach.
You're Countach.
That's the name of the car.
Oh, my bad.
Countach.
So here we'll get to see the nighttime.
White people, white people made their own
Blue lights. Heat from
definition or pronunciation of the word. So,
Oh, this is from Italy. So.
Hey, it would be great PR for the garage. So what's next for you?
After the race?
After the race, after Rydell's. You can't work there your whole life.
Yeah, there's a little bit of story behind it, like oh, I was in the foster system. Like, okay,
He's been good to us.
Yeah, he has.
we get it.
To tell you the truth, most stable place I've been in a minute. But sometimes, I don't know, I get this itch
Oops,
in the back
that's a
of my
whoopsie
skull.
daisy.
We found somewhere we belong now. Somewhere solid. And we've got a plan. Winch.
I'm playing GTA, driving the flip car.
Coming in hot.
You
Ow.
know we can't enter every event, right? We ain't got the money for the big leagues yet.
get the money.
Yeah, so I can do like, this is the buy-in that I'm talking about. You can buy in for 4,000, but then the reward, it's stupid. It's kind of stupid the way it is, but I get it. You can win less than your buy-in, which is weird to me personally. So we're gonna do the free race. We're gonna do a couple more races in this one, and then we'll go over to the main game.
Let's go. I got VIP tickets for an event later.
So also there's two different types of nitrous. There's like your nitrous that sticks with you, and then there's like boost nitrous. There's like 3 stages. You can kind of hit it whenever you need to.
Not bad. But can you keep it up though? That was a
Challenge accepted.
What?
Just said, can you keep it up? And like, yeah, okay, I can.
Okay.
And challenge accepted.
So we got Greg McConey and Matt Metler in here.
What? Hold on. Sorry, I just jumped in. I'm turning on the Purdue football game.
Turn on what?
Purdue football is playing #2 Michigan tonight, baby. Big Ten title game.
Oh, that's gonna be a
Big Ten
massacre.
title game, but we've got Big James coming out here trying to win this race.
Is that gonna be a
Big
massacre?
James. Couple.
It's 14-10. Michigan.
They're a third quarter team though.
Look, we got two
Purdue's
90-degree
Purdue's
right-handers.
another.
James might have just hit some people, but that doesn't matter right now.
Yeah,
He's
you
got
can't-
a nice drift. Might have hit another person, but no, they jumped out of the way just in time. Here comes a cop.
Oh my gosh, you're so loud.
Oh,
I need to
sorry.
make sure I change my
No,
Liam.
dude, I'm
Need to
backing
adjust
off
my
mine.
Liam.
I'm backing off mine. I'm sorry.
No, I
Hey,
just
Purdue got a
you
field
be
goal.
loud as you be as loud as you want to. All right, good night. Love you. All right, so here you got you kind of see. I think that's just the gist of it. The gist of this main game is, oh yeah, I've got a cop chase. Oh, it's gonna be so hard. Where is he at? You got
Right on
2
your
on
ass.
me. They're not even close. Like I'm already gapping them out.
We've almost given him the slip.
Going in. Hit some traffic.
Yeah, the Chargers are So stupid.
Suspect last seen entering Douglas Park.
Couple more turns and we shake.
Sweep the area. Both got away. Calling off the pursuit.
Knew they couldn't keep up with us.
So without getting
Imagine if Radeon
too much into it,
Seriously? It'll lose it.
you do eventually lose all these nice cars, and have to go. You have to change things up. So I'm gonna go to a quick ad break, and then we're gonna come back with the base game, everything a little bit more unlocked, and then we'll be right back. So I'm back. Again, a little bit of black screen, but all right. First impressions, Frank. You go first.
Seems like a really interesting game. I'm enjoying watching it and want to get into the story a little bit.
All right, Greg.
Sorry, muted up. No, I like it so far. I mean, I've only been able to tune in for a few minutes of it, but so far I like it. Kind of goes back to the Need for Speed Underground style of racing, style of everything. It seems so. I'm digging it right now.
I've gotta agree with Greg there. It looks like a blast, and it does bring those callouts back to the Need for Speed Underground days. But it really looks like everything that an arcade racer should be so far. This is obviously a very early look at it, but we'll go ahead and ask Mike what he thinks of his first look at this game.
Yeah, it definitely goes back to the games when they were fun to play before they kind of got away from what got them there, you know.
Well, I don't know. For live, we might be waiting, but Tony, what you think about this game?
I'm liking what I'm seeing so far. Like I said, I'm loving the way that the cars just sitting there are rendered. And the smoke and effects graphics, they kind of grow on you after a little while. And I think James hit the nail on the head earlier when he said that it was a way for them to keep the graphics load down to make this more workable on, say, a console as opposed to just having to have a full throttle PC.
One thing that I know I didn't mention, but the graphics on this game are phenomenal. I mean, you look at these comic book type of smoke sprays that come out behind the wheels. These guys put a lot of work into this game.
Yeah, and one thing, like I said earlier, but I was muted. It's for me, it's just the overall vibe is just great. It's just great. So, but to get you back into where we are now, the kind of tutorial is over. The tutorial's over. Go check it out. It's pretty. If you play the game, it kind of hits you out of nowhere, Tony. Like without spoiling it, you were there when it happened.
Fire your scream.
The kid will be.
What? Yeah, I got you. I know. Oh yeah. I feel you.
Oh yeah, no. I'm like, wait, what the hell just happened? Did that seriously just happen?
Yeah, the game gives you like the best game.
So much fun.
So and now like Rydell's so
I just want to go on record as saying that what they did to that 69 that you recently had is a sacrilege.
Oh yeah, and they'll see it.
I am completely pissed off at the game developers for doing it.
Maybe they did it for a reason, just to piss you off. And I'll show you guys later because we do have it. So basically, the way the game works right now, the story mode, is you race day and night. You have to make it back to your garage, otherwise you lose all the money you made that night. If you get busted, you lose all that money, and you have to by the end of the week have enough money to enter this like qualifier to basically get your revenge for whatever happened. And it's nothing crazy. It's not like what was that one that just kept Rivals where like he killed your family or something. It's nothing crazy, but
your cars get jacked. Let's just tell them what it is. Your cars get jacked.
Well, yeah, but you'll see it. It's a really good part of the story. It kind of gets you out of the tutorial like seamlessly. It's pretty great. But anyways, so here we are. We've already done Sunday. Let's hop into Monday during the day. And during the day, it wants you to. There's these different things, and originally it does very good at scaling you into it. Like you can't. I don't have an A-tier car. I just don't have the money. But what I can do is I can show you guys the drift events, and these are really going to throw you back to the underground. Although I will say this, my favorite game of all time is Need for Speed Pro Street. That's my ish.
My all-time favorite
That's what I want to hear.
game.
Some major talent is planning on taking over a district tonight.
And this one gives me a little bit of vibes with that.
Well, like a
along with
racer?
Burnout
My
Paradise,
lips are
so,
sealed, Speedy. Let's just say,
I don't know. Just
You'll wanna
given
make an
this
impression.
first
The
look,
only thing leaving an
watching
impression
James
is the
play
vagueness
this
of these
game,
calls.
it looks a little
Full
bit like
mark on the Steve.
So what's the deal
Burnout
tonight?
no
Paradise.
cops, only
plus
racers.
more fun.
No cops.
I don't know.
How'd they
It
make
Yeah,
looks
it?
no.
like fun to me.
I don't have those
It's got a lot of Burnout Paradise vibes. You can see right now I'm going through like a speed run where you have to have like your average speed up.
Oh, right. Cool people. Like you.
It's also taken a lot from
Spruce up your wheels a little.
Rivals, or not Rivals,
Look, I like my ride.
Forza Horizon.
This ain't the 90s anymore.
And I've heard of people switching from saying like, all right, now my favorite game is this instead of Forza Horizon. Ah! And you'll also notice like how this car is ass. So it gives me the Countach, and then it gives me this ass Firebird, and a couple other things to choose from. I'll go through them later, but it's just very slow. But it really works you into the game. Like you don't have anything you had in the tutorial, and it makes sense why you don't. Like that's what I like about it. It's not like, all right, buddy, now get out of my car. It's like they work it into the story really, really well. Y'all feel free to jump in at any time, you guys.
I'm just enjoying watching.
It is beautiful. I will say my computer specs, I should probably put them in the description at some point. But I'm running a 3090 Ti with a 10th gen Intel. I think it's 32 gigs of RAM. and it's I haven't played it on anything else, but I've got my stuff maxed out, and I like it. Oh, and you can't run over people, which is a good thing, I suppose.
Yeah, good for the most part.
Yeah, like they're cool with it. Their town sucks. There's street racers everywhere.
Yeah, but the fact that they stop running is the part that concerns me.
Yeah, we're gonna stop and stand, 2 feet next to the car. So
now there's also it's also funny because like in the background you'll hear in the radio like there's a mayoral issue, like people are trying to freaking. It's kind of silly, like the stuff that goes on. So you also have these rivals who of course have their cars. Like there's one car I really hate because it's this guy. I hate this guy's car, and you'll see why if he ever wins a race. He has the stupidest exhaust.
what is that on the what is that on the nose?
It's a style in
splitter.
Japan.
Okay.
It's called. I forget what the hell it's called, but there's like a whole gang. It's like a gang thing in Japan.
Okay.
It is terrible. It is ugly.
That it. Hey, to each their own. That's all I'll say.
So you go to the events and you can like bet people for side bets. It doesn't really. Oh, and another thing, you always want to change your handling if you can. Like later on, you can change your handling once you unlock more parts. So you want to change your handling for each event. I'll show you guys that later. But so here we go. I'm gonna do the drift event, but you can bet these people. I'm gonna smoke all these guys, so I'm gonna bet $500. Why not? I'm just gonna delete the save anyway. I will say the intro to the drifts is like, okay, go ahead and pinch it off whenever you're ready. Then seamless transition.
Alright, I do like that. That's pretty nice.
So the key to drifts is like just getting everything, getting your multiplier up, going through the checkpoints, like everything you do, you just don't want to lose that multiplier. It's like arcade racing 101, but I'll cover it anyways. I can't stress enough, this car is just, it's almost stock at this point.
Couple engine mods.
Yeah, it starts off with a couple that it gives you for free, and then I think I've put like 2 or 3 things that Tony advised me I needed. A resident mechanic.
Right.
And if you have any questions, ask us in the chat. We've got Tony or somebody's monitoring it. So let us know if you have any questions about the new Need for Speed Unbound. We'll say it released yesterday, and I've been driving the crap out of this thing. Oh no, I missed the checkpoint. Oh god! Well, there we go.
Multiplier.
I lost. That'll lead me to another thing. Another thing I really like that it did was you don't have unlimited restarts. Every day you have like 4 restarts that you can use. So you can't. There's not always that backdoor of like, oh, I'm just gonna restart over and over and over again.
Yeah, or restarts where it'll, it's by race, so you get like 6 each race or whatever that they used to do in some events as well.
Yeah. Yeah, I really like that it's just like, yeah, you got 4. Use them on your expensive races or save them. It's up to you. You also have to drive to everything, but they make it fun. Like, so I have a 1 heat level. That means the cops will try and catch me.
Doing some digging on Jasmine's crew.
And if I don't,
They ain't big time, but they ain't
if you wreck them
small
out,
time
they don't chase you. So that's why I did that.
Launch it.
Oh no, I didn't have enough power. Yeah.
Oh, you made it.
Very arcadey. Like it toes the line. It doesn't toe the line at all, but it's more arcadey than Horizon. It's not trying to act like a simulator. That's what I like. Horizon kind of tries to still act like a simulator.
You said this has wheel support too, right?
It does. I haven't had an opportunity to try it. I was going to, and then I just got so into the gameplay on the gamepad. Like, it just fits. It's built for the gamepad, you can tell. The cops at level 1 just do not give a crap. They'll see you and they'll be like, ah, screw that guy. You have to stay in front of them for a long time to trigger pursuit.
I'm surprised playing chicken with the cops didn't trigger it.
Not in this one. It will if you get your heat level up, which I'll go over later. And then the wrecking, it doesn't ruin you, but it definitely gives you like the feeling of messing up. Like, you lose a ton of speed. Like, if you think you're gonna come in at this difficulty level and just like beat everybody and like the Mario Kart slowdown, it doesn't have that. Like, you will lose if you're stupid about it. And then the different missions, obviously, throughout the story, it'll give you the opportunity to kind of like scratch your itch and drive the faster cars. Like right now, I got a job from my garage owner to deliver this Lamborghini. And it's stupid fast. I have the opportunity to get this thing out. And I get lost in just how pretty the game is. Like, it's just gorgeous.
But yeah, I love the way that car is rendered.
And I haven't had any. I've had none of the infamous EA bugs yet. I've never been in an opportunity where I had to shut the game down to restart because it gummed up.
Right.
It's just gorgeous. And it plays really well on the 3090. That sense of speed is there. Like, you feel like you can really mess up. Like, if I hit this car, like it lets me go, but at the same time, it gives you that sense of like, yeah, you messed up, dude. freaking gorgeous. So gorgeous. Oh, is there echoes, Zach? I'm sorry. Here, I'll fix that. Fix that real quick. Give me one moment. There, that should fix the echoes. My bad.
No changes. Later.
We'll get in a cop chase just to see, like. It's so easy to ditch these chargers.
Suspect escaped. That perp just vanished somewhere on Rose Hill Drive. Sweep the area. I'm calling this one off. Suspect got away.
And then like this is another little challenge throughout that you can use to kind of increase the playability, and then you can just bounce out of it. Tony, can you do me a favor and share this stream to our Facebook?
Yeah.
Just fun. That's the thing about it. It's just super fun.
Yeah, one thing that I do kind of like that they did is they went back to this open world style. They went away from that for so long, for so many years, and so many different games that it just kind of, you select whatever event, you're automatically there. It's, I don't know. I like that they went back to this. This was my favorite style of Need for Speed, where you did have to drive everywhere you wanted to go, whatever races you wanted to get to. So no, that to me is a big plus.
Oh yeah, like you no fast travel that I've found at all. Like there's no easy way to like end a pursuit if it gets too hard. It's just straight up freaking just hard, like to get around the map, but it's still fun. A stupid freaking car. Look how stupid that car is. I hate that guy. Really got into the flow of using your like bonus, I guess bonus NOS or boost, because that's how you, it puts another layer to it, because you have to like figure out, oh, do I want to use my boost now at one level, or do I want to try and get it up to 3 where it's much better? Because if you don't use the bonus boost in like the first 5 seconds of not doing something, it goes away. So you gotta really be careful about how you use it.
That Nissan that you hate, it's called Bosuzoku.
Bosuzoku.
Yep, and it's a Japanese car modding thing that's been around for a while.
Well, now I know.
It's based on anime.
Like the initial D and
okay.
stuff.
No, like anime, like old school anime.
One thing.
Well, the more you know.
Yeah. This AI isn't terrible. Like the cops, you really got to try like break line of sight. Just like real life. I mean, well, not like I've ever freaking been on the other side of that. But break line of sight. You have to outmaneuver them. If you telegraph where you're going, like they're gonna know. Like it gets harder and harder to try and keep beating the cops. If this guy's dumb enough to pull up next to me, I'm gonna freaking demolish him.
Be advised, suspect entering Apollonia district.
Ah! Like the more that they chase you, the more the higher level they'll get. There we go, I shook him. But at the same time, they don't like yo-yo to you. You can, once you break line of sight, you're usually pretty good.
At least in the early going.
Oh yeah, you can like if I was in a chase, I could try and like pull in somewhere dark, and I could like turn off the car and try and like hide out in plain sight. And it works sometimes, but it's hard. So right now I've got 75,000. I'm gonna go ahead and make it to my safe house. If I get busted or wreck out or something, which you don't have unlimited repairs either. That's something I'll go over later. But I'll lose all that money and pretty much waste the day. So there's very real risk to staying out and racing. And then all the heat that I get during the day will change over to the night where you make the most money. So if I dick around and get my heat up too high during the day, that punishes me later on. So there's just so many little things, that very simple things that make the game feel like you have consequences, which is something that Need for Speed has been lacking for a long time.
So I'm still unclear. Okay, how's the kid gonna get the car back?
I'm hearing Yaz never backs down from a challenge. Apparently, she's pretty stubborn.
Probably why we got along.
So some of the performance upgrades,
You just have to catch her at the perfect
it's just a very basic upgrade system. You're trying to get to A right now.
I like to think of this
Induction, ECU, it's just the different tiers. It's the same kind of stuff. It tells you. There is some drawbacks to it. Like there's a little bit of realism if you have the turbo as opposed to the twin screw or the belt driven supercharger. You kind of feel that. And it also has different effects on, if you look at the handling on the right, like different things. Like if I lower it, it gives me a little bit more leeway with how I want to change my handling to the drift or over the grip side. So what I'm going to do right now, I'm going to what do you think, Tony? Should I move into the late game, or not the late game, but like the farther down stuff?
Yes.
Right.
Because you've kind of given us the basics. I think it's time to show them what all this is culminating into.
Yeah, for sure. And like you can buy pretty much everything from the get-go. Here's just some options. It's just hard to you've got to be really careful with your money at first. You can't just go through and nerf races and try and steal money. But the car options are just, even at the beginning, there's something for like everybody. You want a little GTI, make it a little rabbit, you go ahead. Got the old Skyline, of course the Firebird, Thunder Chicken, Barracuda, little old deals, and then my favorite thing that they added in the beginning,
the cop car,
the Crown Vic. It's just there's a lot of fun, a lot of different things. So I'm gonna do that in the background. You guys can see that. And then before we move over, you guys can talk about it real quick.
No, what we need to do is we need to get Matt and Angel to reach out to Cletus McFarland and see if we can get Team SRM into the next 20 was it 2.4 hours demullets at this Freedom Factory.
Sure. All right, here we go. Hopefully I didn't. Let me make sure I don't mess something up here. Don't get no crazy auto saves. All right, so one more commercial, and then we will be right back with some more Need for Speed Unbound. You guys are still live. I can't hear you. Or yeah, I can hear you actually. Yeah, I did. I'm restarting it, but the crowd can still hear us. If you guys have anything more you want to add, open the game. I have to close the game every time to redo the saves because you can't do profiles, which is something that kind of pissed me off, but it is what it is. So I have to like go in and edit the save files every single time.
Like I said, there's certain things that I like, some things are growing on me where I watch. Am I going to spend $70 on this? Absolutely.
Yeah, I'd definitely wait for it to go on sale or something. I don't know, if you've got it and you just want to get back to those vibes, I would say 100% go out right now. And I've never said buy a game full price. I'm just not into it. But right now, this game it's pretty good. Now, if you want to wait, you can probably definitely wait for a sale to get into it. If you're into iRacing right now and you want to really try a little bit of something else later on. But if you've got and it's not $60, it is $70. The games are getting more expensive. I understand why. You know, they can't have been $60 forever, but it is what it is. But yeah, definitely right now it's worth the price if it's what you're into. But there's definitely gonna be a sale soon, I'm sure, here in a couple months after Christmas. So this is the late game stuff. So I've done all the days. It's taken me a good amount of time, so I don't feel like I've been cheated on my value. And I'm done with the first week. We're gonna load into it. And I'm going to go straight into the very first thing that I've been trying to get to for this week. Kind of talk you into what I've got going on here. My rides that I've got. I've got the Pontiac Firebird all racked out. I've got the CUDA is my B tier car. It's because like you have to have the certain tier to race A or B. So I have the CUDA as my B car, paint job courtesy of Tony walking me through it. The customation's awesome. It's not as good as Pro Street, but it's good. And then I won this car, but I don't really want it. I didn't do anything to this car. I just kind of got it for free. So let's get into it. Go ahead.
I haven't long. I brought back to a lot of the.
I think your sound gate's kind of getting you again, Matt.
Yeah, you're cutting in and out, bud.
Once Mr. Matt Metler gets that figured out, we'll hear from him. So here is the first qualifier event. So there's 4 of these you've got to go through in the story to get your crap back. I'll drive around in the CUDA a little bit.
Let's just show them what this garage is made of. Got a little present. Check your glove compartment.
What's this?
Baby powder.
Honestly, I'm afraid to ask.
Trust me, kid. Make sure you apply it liberally.
They don't shove the story down your throat.
That means sweat. Okay, better to be safe and dry than sorry and sweaty. Speaking of which, I'm getting nervous. Better go powder up. Later, kid.
They've got the sound down too. It sounds fantastic. Here in the tunnel. And you can adjust it if there's too many backfires or whatever. You can definitely adjust it.
First qualifier, baby. This place is lit. Hey, Speedy, check it.
Look at this ugly freaking Charger.
Turned it into a frickin' station wagon. That's sacrilege.
Ugh, that is ugly.
Wait, what is she doing?
Looks like she's racing, but not in her car. I mean, your car. I mean,
Why? Why would she swap cars?
my guess? It's her chance to size you up without risking her ride. Don't let her throw you. Go kill it, Speedy.
Won't even look at me. That's right. Walk away. Punk. Alright, so the different events, it's all going to be A tier. And then 3 races. So let's go ahead and get in our A class car, which I'm going with the Firebird. And see who I'm racing here. Racing Ross in the Oscars Pizza Honda Civic. I'm racing this guy in his very ugly car.
That's a G-Wagon.
Where's Yaz, Jasmine, Punk. Nice little 370 there. And
The old school Eclipse.
all right, let's get it popping. This is the car I'm gonna win.
All right, so I wasn't wrong. The car is floating.
Yeah, it's I don't know what.
Okay. Good old EA.
All right, top 6, top 3, and then I gotta win the final race. It's also got the Mario Kart restarts where if I miss this little green zone, it kind of screws my whole startup. Oh boy. And cops will interrupt your race too. And they get pretty formidable. You can wreck out your competition as well if you want to be a dick. Oh, there's also different viewpoints if this is your thing. All you oval guys, drafting is huge because it gives you that boost you need. But it's not easy, and I have one of the highest upgraded A cars you can have, and it's still, they'll give you trouble. You will lose races. You'll have to settle for second a couple times. You might have to hit your restart every now and then if you mess up something real bad.
Bump and run, bump and run.
If I can get to them.
Better step on it.
Dispatch patrol is on the scene and ready to help rid the streets of this punk.
I can get second here, but of course, gotta get first, right?
Right.
Patrol joining the others, dispatch.
And they'll use their boost too, so they will save their boost. They'll draft you. I'm overall very happy with the AI. Alright, so I'm gonna stuck. I didn't adjust my car, and I think I had it set up for drift.
You're okay.
Alright, so now I got level 2 heat, so we're gonna have the all-wheel drive. Those guys, they're a little bit more stout.
You ain't learned nothing these last 2 years, have you? LPD! We're going after those suspects, Control.
And believe it or not, drifting does hurt your overall speed. It gives you boost, so if you're smart about it, you can use it.
AWD has now joined the pursuit, dispatch.
But the fastest way isn't always drifting, and the game notices that, and it will give you a bonus to if you take an apex correctly. It'll give you the same boost as a drift generally.
They're driving so crazy they're slamming into each other.
Don't get too comfortable. There's plenty of race left. You ain't learned nothing these last 2 years, have you?
I don't know if you can tell by how quiet I am, but I'm into this.
AWD is first on the scene, Control.
Let me go turn the music on real quick. Oh, the music is on. Alright, we're good. Any comments on YouTube, Tony?
Let me look.
Nope, nothing new.
No worries. We are live, so you can hit us up if you're watching the replay. Appreciate you. Here on Sim Racing Reviews, the final race.
You didn't adjust that car at all, did you?
No, I can't. You can only do it at the meetup.
Gotcha, gotcha.
Got a good start though.
Oh, they'll take shortcuts too. I like that.
Oh yeah. Different ways. They'll use their boost correctly, like. Gonna save some because I'm only racing these 3. I'll take the jump. Mama didn't raise no bitch. Also, you will lose speed going off track, so you can't be too crazy. If you don't have an off-road car, you got to be really careful. Trying to take it off-road.
Joker lap that time.
Yeah, I did. I haven't got there yet. I will always take the jump. Plus it gives you boost.
I'm not taking the shortcut there on turn 1.
Oh yeah. You're right.
You'll be first or last. They took us out. Go take this bonehead out. Patrol ready to help you guys.
Oh yeah, you know I gotta put some flourish on it. Give me my car. Not gonna lie, that's pretty sick.
The hell was that? A Jeep?
That's a Land Rover.
Oh.
God, just the textures on that tape.
Yep.
They didn't have to try too hard on the people. So they put it all into the cars, the variables.
And I appreciate that.
Get in that car. Yaz never backs down from the challenge, right? Hey, yo, Yaz. What's up? Long time. Yo, is that my car? Yeah. One you stole. The same night you ripped off the garage.
Damn! I know you're not coming at me right now.
Radeon trusted you.
Yeah? Well, I never asked him to. I never needed any of that fake father shit. I can handle myself. This is great.
That right? Let's see it. Me and you. Race right now. Winner gets the car.
Yeah, let's race for Pinks! Pinks? What is this, the 50s?
Tess, stop filming.
You kidding me? Two long-lost friends turned rivals throwing it down in the underground over some daddy drama. A stolen car. Next thing you know, this guy takes off his shirt. It goes to blow someone out of tooth this shit, and bam! We're on the Breakfast Club.
Don't post that.
It's a live stream.
You know what, Pinks? I'm feeling a little generous. Charitable. You make it to the finals, you're on. Winner gets the car. If you make it. Still 2 qualifiers left.
I want that ugly fucking Charger.
It's cool. I waited 2 years. What's a few more weeks?
You can't back out now. No need to thank me. Rydell.
Shit. I know that look. How bad was it?
We came in first.
Yes.
This is the ride I got.
I forgot the best part. You'll never guess who got Yaz to throw down for the car.
The kid?
It's slow as shit though.
It is super slow.
Ours if we beat her in the grand.
It's off-road though. It's rated for
Not with
off-road.
those tires.
Let's see what we can do. Let's see what we can do to it. Because we can change it back stock. I'm not gonna do that. I can lift it a little bit.
Top heavy.
Well, it's not gonna flip. Look at that hood, the nasty twin superchargers. So yeah, there you go. That is Need for Speed Unbound. I think that's a good time to pinch this thing off and get some of y'all's final thoughts. Y'all can just go whenever. I'll go drive this thing around for just the fun of it while you guys talk. So let's hear it. What do y'all think?
I mean, you know, I like the fact that, like you mentioned, the AI, it does things the way that a human would do it. As far as, let me conserve my boost here, I'm gonna, you know, turn it up here, you know, I'm gonna hold back a little, I'm gonna try to draft you, I'm gonna try to pit maneuver you and spin you out the corner. You know, that it's, there's not a lot of games out there AI can claim that they know how to do that. You know, the graphics of the cars, it's some of the best I've seen ever.
Who doesn't? And you're gonna need more than one ride. The Grand is the big leagues. 4 races, 4 cars. So
what do you think,
no
Mike?
time collecting now.
Definitely agree with that. I mean, if you think about the way they did this game, they definitely focused more on like the area, you know, and then the cars, and didn't really put too much into the people or anything because they went with that, you know, anime style look. So it really allowed them to improve the graphic quality and the overall like race experience with, you know, the sound and all that goes on to it. Definitely got back to the heart of what they the way they started though, you know, with the underground and that type of feel, the open world, you know. And like Tony was saying, the AI, I mean, even with the cop cars there, when you were playing earlier in the helicopter and all that, I mean, it was more like real life than, hey, you know, whatever, it might work, they might see you, they might not. So definitely worth the game to get though.
Oh yeah. And as for that, I will try and get up to a higher heat level. So I'm gonna toy with this cop a little bit and try and get a higher level of heat.
Now here we go.
So here comes the Explorers. They're gonna let me have it. Frank, we got you. What do you think about this thing?
I don't think we have Frank.
No worries.
Actually, his mic's muted.
Alright, you know what? I give up. I give up.
Why?
I'm not. Well, I wasn't really gonna give up. Waiting for him to... There we go. Reinforcements are close. God, these Explorers are slow.
Yeah, well, what's coming next ain't?
This is dispatch. Not long
Yeah.
before reinforcements arrive now.
They also didn't overcomplicate the cops. The different tiers are pretty dope. You'll see next we will have, you'll see them. You'll see them pretty quickly.
All units, we have a visual on the perp entering dew point view.
There it is.
And they all have different tactics. Like these guys will try and get in front of you and beat you that way. So they're trying to like put me in formation right now. They won't really hit you. They wait for the big boys to come in and try and get you. But I can hit them. So this is the gas stations will repair your car, but they only do it like once every 3 minutes, so you can't be too crazy. Come on guys, call in reinforcements.
Driving the wrong way down a one-way street, asshole.
Yeah, I like.
Saying, you're gonna kill someone. Yeah, you're the one going the wrong way.
I do like if you do play the game, they try and like they do paint the street racers as like these lovable hooligans. Like oh well, why are the cops trying to stop us from racing? Like we're skateboarding or like it's a Disney movie about rollerblading. like no, we run into people and kill them. I get it, you know. Oh shit, I'm gonna fuck around and lose them. So if you break line of sight, like they will like get a wider kind of thing, and it is very hard to lose them because it takes so long at the higher levels. So I'm just gonna try and wait for the cop to get here so I don't lose all my progress. There he goes. Yeah, there he goes.
Ow.
Alright, so now the helicopters. This is what I was waiting for. And there's also these undercover cops, which are kind of the best of both worlds, little Camaros. So now I've got to work actually pretty hard to break these guys, because the helicopters don't stay around forever. They run out of fuel and have to bounce, but that takes a long time. And then
holy crap.
Whoops. They set up roadblocks, and there are spike strips, but they only take your wheels out for like a very short time. I'll try and hit one if they put one out. They're not very good at putting them down just because I move around too much. But even if I break on these cops, that helicopter will always come and get you. If it doesn't drop out like it just did. So now I'm actually going to try and lose them. And it's not super easy because everywhere you go, there'll be random cops like waiting for you. Like here's one. This Corvette just caught me.
last seen entering Zero Heights.
Suspects just hit traffic.
Yeah, I've been talking up the AI all game, and they've been terrible this chase.
Well, if you get to level 5, you're in.
Now, I'm just going to let it be known, from here on out, I am going to try and lose these guys. So just to show you kind of how much harder it gets.
All units be advised. Perp has entered dew point view.
So you can't outrun this guy. You're going to have to try and wreck him out.
Especially in this vehicle you're in.
Exactly.
A lie. There it is.
Oh.
Suspect vanished on Kennedy test track.
Let's hunt this jerk off down.
So I am going to...
Words.
Yeah, I know. I am going to try and get out of here. So he may see me. Yeah, he turned off. Alright, that was lucky. Oh, shh. Ah! Alright.
We got more units coming your way.
Alright, level 5 coming up in a minute here. Ah! I need to get back into town. Where's town? Here we go. Yeah, pinched him off there. There we go.
Dispatch, I think we're gonna have to call it a day soon. Search the area for this perp. Suspect got away.
Well, there we go. There you go. Gonna stop. Gonna turn off the car there, and I'm gonna end it. Tell me what you guys think in the comments. If you made it this far, appreciate you. Of course, appreciate my cast of Tony, Mike, Greg, Frank, everybody that watch. And I mean, as always, we'll see you next week. All right, we're clear.